Hello, girls. Now let's go to the next topic, which 2.3, that is casing, cropping, and harvesting. As far as casing is concerned, it is very much required for the formation of fruiting bodies. We have already read about the compost preparation and spawn, and this compost, it is finally after it is finally formed by long method or short method, it is mixed with the spawn, or which is also called as the mushroom seed, in a particular ratio, and after thoroughly mixing they are filled into the containers. They can be wooden trays, they can be boxes, they can be bottles in some varieties of mushrooms, or mostly in India nowadays polythene bags of standard size are used. When this mushroom spawn and compost, they are mixed, and then they are kept for growth at an appropriate temperature, and usually under dark, on the these, when we were studying about the requirements of mushroom cultivation, I told you that proper racks or shelves are present in the mushroom rooms, and these are then arranged, these bags are arranged on these mushroom rooms, and usually the ventilation is closed, so less ventilation is there, and at this time this at a particular temperature is maintained, and the mycelium starts growing on the compost, and we call that as the spawn run. So it starts growing. Firstly the mycelium was growing on the spawn, and then now after getting the organic material in the form of compost, it starts growing there. Now when it has reached a particular level, when it has mycelium has grown all over the this compost, what happens at that time? The fruiting bodies will not be produced. For the production of fruiting bodies, a particular condition is required. What is required? A high moisture content. Usually the compost has got a particular level of moisture retention in it, so it cannot retain moisture beyond a level, and you have already read about it, how the proper this compost should not have that much of moisture in it, which so that it starts dripping. So it has got a capacity to hold a moisture. Now we need a different material at the top of this spawn run containers, so that the top layer retains maximum moisture, because moisture, a lot of water, and along with the evaporation, these two requirements are there for the formation of fruiting bodies. So once particular material which has got the water retention capacity, it is applied at top of these spawn run compost, then only the fruiting bodies will be produced. So what is casing? Casing is a 3 to 4 centimeter thick layer of soil, or nowadays different combinations of mixtures are used, which is applied on top of spawn run compost and is a prerequisite for fructification. What are the different types of casing materials? Earlier, subsoil material or organic matter rich soils were used as casing in mushroom cultivation. So what they used to do, they used to take soil which is rich in organic material, sterilize it, and put it on the top of this, because this soil has got water retention capacity. It has got small pores to retain water, and it has got large pores also, through which evaporation will take place, because it is not only the water retention capacity, but it should have the, at the same time, water evaporation should also. It is with this pressure of evaporation that mushroom fruiting bodies, they come out from the these compost. Presently, peat is the most desirable casing material used worldwide. But in India, it is not available. That much of peat is not available. So, other alternative materials are used. If you remember, peat is the organic material produced by deposition of sphagnum moss. So, sphagnum moss, it has got lot of mosses. They have got lot of water retention capacity. So, what is used alternatively in India? Well decomposed farmyard manure, the cow dung which is kept there for decomposition, so which is decomposed for almost 2 years, that is used, because it becomes very soft and it clay like, and this has got the high water retention capacity. Then well decomposed spent mushroom compost. So previous year, if you have grown mushrooms, you have got lot of compost with you, because even when the mushrooms have grown completely in a mushroom bag or container, some compost is left in the bags after the season goes, and this well decomposed spent mushroom compost, it can also be used. Now, composted coir pith. So coir, you know that like on the coconut you have got that here, that is called as coir. If it is properly composted, that can also be used. Well decomposed and water leached. Then we can use all these substances, like we read about farmyard manure or spent mushroom compost. They can be used in different combinations. 1:1, 2:1, 1:2. We can use them. Then sometimes third material, composted coir pith, can be added to these two materials also. So they are means basically different these decomposed substances which are used in different ratios. Decomposed powdered bark of some forest trees, this can also be used. Paper industry waste can also be used as a to cover this spawn run mushroom bags. Burnt rice husk is also in use along with decomposed farmyard manure in different ratios. Now, quality, what should be the quality of a good casing material? It should be soft texture, it should be lightweight, it should be high water holding capacity and high porosity. So you have to see the things. It should be in soft texture. So although compost also becomes soft as compared to the dry these paddy straw or wheat straw or hay, but that softness is to some extent. So it is because of addition of the gypsum, they do not stick together. They have got, it is light in weight, and it is to some extent fibrous. So we need something which is soft textured. So similarly, it should be lightweight. It should have high water holding capacity, and it should have high porosity, which will help in evaporation. They should be deficient in available form of carbon and nitrogen. So mycelium, for the growth of mycelium, carbon and nitrogen should be there. But for the formation of the pins or pinheads, or for formation of fruiting bodies, these deficiency of these two things should be there. So whenever this mushroom gets this mycelium gets a trigger that there is deficiency of carbon and nitrogen to occur, it will start producing fruiting bodies. So till the time it has enough of carbon nitrogen, it will grow in the form of mycelium. Then pH should be neutral, low conductivity of this casing material. Casing treatment. Casing material should be treated properly before its application on the spawn run compost, and the steps involved are: make a heap of casing material, wet it up to 50 to 60% water holding capacity, fill in trays and shift them to pasteurization chamber. So this also needs to be pasteurized so that it does not carry other microorganisms which will other fungi and other bacteria. They may then start growing on the compost. Steam pasteurization is done for 6 to 8 hours. Then auto cooling. Alternatively, make a heap of casing material on a cemented platform, wet it up to 50 to 60% water holding capacity, drench the wet casing with formalin. Formalin can be added if you are not doing the pasteurization. Cover it with polythene sheet and seal the outer periphery thereafter by pouring sand soil on outside margin. Keep the material for 24 to 48 hours in sun for fumigation. Remove the cover after 48 hours and expose the material to open air and sunlight by spreading over with clean tools and permitting the formalin fumes to escape into air for 2 to 3 days before it is used as casing material. Formalin treatment effect decreases at low temperature due to inadequate fumigation. So we need to evaporate this excessive formalin. Casing application. So we have got these bags or these drums in this case, which have been filled with the compost along with the spawn, and you can see mycelium growing on them. So you have the presence of the mycelium on it. Now what is to be done? We have to unfold the fully spawn run bag. So we had a bag which was filled with compost and spawn, and there is complete mycelium growth in this bag, which is called as fully spawn run bag. And make the top surface even. So by the hand we will smoothly spread the this material by the gentle pressing of the hand. Now light spray of water on spawn run compost. So first we will spray some amount on the compost. Application of 4 to 5 centimeters thick layer of casing uniformly using iron rings of 4 centimeter height or wooden blocks. Now what will we do? We will take the casing material and we will start putting it on top of the these bags, which are fully run mushroom bags or the other container. Like in this case, we may have wooden containers or wooden trays also. But commonly nowadays in India, these polythene bags are used for growing mushrooms. Now this 4 to 5 centimeter thick layer is applied of the casing material. Now water sprays in installments immediately after casing application. Now once this casing has been applied, water needs to be added. This casing has lot of water retention capacity, and also evaporation takes place because it has got both small and the larger pores. Precautions. What precautions we should take? Casing material should not be sieved but used as such with clumps, which permits more air spaces in the casing. So this should be, even if there is clumps in this casing material, it should be applied as such. Top casing surface should have small mounts and valleys. So it should not be uniformly placed. So even if it has got the mounts and the valleys, it will give it a natural environment for the growth of rectifications. Care should be taken to prevent reinfection of the casing material. So once we have cooled down this casing material after pasteurization and fumigation, there are more chances of getting the infection, fungal infection or this bacterial infection. So we have to take precautions while doing all these activities. Store casing material in a sterilized clean room before using polythene bags or synthetic cloth bags. Apply water to casing in a few installments so that water does not run into spawn run compost. So we have to keep applying water, but that much of water every time which remains in the casing, it should not go inside. It should not drench the this spawn run compost. So water should not move. That much of water should not be added which runs into the compost. So after this watering we have to do in installments. Now what happens after this? Case run and pinhead formation. What is now case run? So why after casing has been done, this casing induces the formation of pinheads. So what happens in this case? Casing material, because of the deficiency of carbon and nitrogen and because of the high water holding capacity, mycelium feels there is lot of water, there is less carbon, nitrogen, and it starts forming the rhizomorphs. So mycelium gets associated into root like structures which are called as rhizomorphs. And these rhizomorphs, when they reach towards the top of this casing material, they start producing the pinheads. So formation of the fruiting bodies of the mushroom takes place. We have already studied the life cycle of Agaricus and Morchilla, where you have seen how the fruiting bodies are finally produced from the mycelium only. Now first the pinheads are formed, and at this stage there is no requirement for fresh air introduction during case run. It is considered complete when mycelium comes in the valleys of the casing layer. So I have already told you that casing has to be applied in such a way so that some material is towards upper side, some shows the valley. So there should be a pattern like up and down. So in this, and it is that mycelium start accumulating in the valleys of the casing layer. After case run, the environmental conditions are changed by bringing down the temperature. So what happens when mycelium grows in the casing layer? After that, temperature is brought down to 15 to 17 degrees Celsius, and by opening the fresh air ventilation end. So what is required for the formation of fruiting bodies? There should be less carbon dioxide concentration. So at this time, ventilation is opened in the rooms where these bags are kept. This change in environmental parameters induces the pinhead formation in 3 to 4 days. Pinhead develops into solid button-sized mushrooms in another 3 to 4 days. At this stage, the air inside the cropping room is changed 4 to 6 times in an hour to maintain appropriate carbon dioxide concentration. So we need very less carbon dioxide concentration, and this less concentration of carbon dioxide can be maintained by circulation of air, which can be done by pushing the fresh air inside the rooms, and exhaust will take out the already concentrated carbon dioxide concentrated air from the rooms. So these conditions are required for the pinhead formation. Now this casing is very important for the formation of the fruiting bodies. Till that time, compost and spawn without the casing, this will only produce the mycelium, or maybe very less pinheads and final fructifications, but complete fructification formation or fruiting body formation will be produced only after the casing material is applied. So I hope you have understood what casing is.